What's up? This is the War Dog. I got a quick comic review for you on Amazing Spider-Man 797 and Oblivion Song #1 by Image Comics. So, what we all want to know about Amazing Spider-Man 797 is, does the Red Goblin show up at all in this book? Well, if you don't want to know, stop the video. Alright, I'm going to tell you, no. There is no even thought of Red Goblin in this one. He does show up on some of the covers, and there are some nice covers for this book. But no, Red Goblin doesn't show up yet. It's a typical kind of old school Spider-Man story. He's got his Mary Jane issues. About half the book is Spider-Man story. The other half of the book is Norman Osborn kind of scheming and planning on what he's going to do. Probably the best part of this, just like the last two books, is the very end of the story. The Norman Osborn has an interaction with the Goblin King, and I won't tell you what happens. You'll probably want to check that out. Something kind of happens at the end of this. I don't know if I'd say it's a key, but something fairly important happens. So it's definitely a book worth picking up. 795, 796, 797. This whole run has been really hot. I'd suggest picking it up. This book wasn't as good for me as the last two. The last two were a little bit more exciting. So this one I'm going to give probably like a 4.0. Story was all right, but it wasn't as good as the last two. But I am excited for the next one, so I'll be sticking around. I can't wait to get the Red Goblin appearance. Don't wait. Plan ahead. If you have a chance, tell your comic shop to set a copy aside for you of 798, 799, 800. I don't know when the Red Goblin is going to show up, when his first appearance is, but the way that 795, 796, and 797 are selling, you don't want to take the chance of missing out on that Red Goblin appearance. So, plan ahead. That is what the War Dog is telling you. Plan ahead. Don't be the guy waiting at the store in line at whenever it opens and then fighting other guys to get the book. I actually heard a story where one guy walked into a store when it opened, and there was 3 other guys waiting, and the 3 other guys got into a little bit of a shouting match because one of the guys grabbed all the books on the shelf, and the other 2 guys weren't too happy about that. So plan ahead. You want to get that Red Goblin appearance? I want that Red Goblin appearance. I'm planning ahead. You plan ahead. So now, Oblivion Song #1. Robert Kirkman, the guy that writes The Walking Dead, wrote this story. The story is it's kind of like an interdimensional type of a story. They call it the transference, but it starts out where this guy is in this city and he's being chased by a monster, and he rescues these 2 people, and he shoots them with a dart or something, and then they show up in the normal world. And so I guess what's going on in this story is there's like this other dimension, and some people are trapped in this other dimension, and this one guy goes to that place and he tries to rescue as many of the people as he can from that place. Overall, it's almost got that like Walking Dead doom and gloom type of a feel to it. At the end of the story, there's some people that are in this other dimensional place, not the regular world, but the monster world, and they're kind of waiting for this guy to come back so that they can have a little talk with him. And it really had a Walking Dead kind of a feel to the whole story. Overall, it was fairly enjoyable. I I'd give that one a 4 as well. The artwork was even kind of Walking Dead feel as well. Um, I'm interested to see where it goes, so I'll probably pick up issue number 2. It didn't blow me away. I was really hoping it would blow me away, but it was all right. It's definitely worthy of picking up the next issue and seeing what it's all about. So that's my review on Spider-Man and on Oblivion Song. Both of them were pretty good. I would suggest picking up both of them. And that's all I got for you. Peace out.